Can this story get any stranger? This week, we rejoin our heroes as they explore the ancient tower of Mun the Immortal in search of his primary teleporter. They have some help from the last resident of the Moonstone, an ettin named... Oh boy, this is going to be a tough one. Ladies and gentlemen, Tuck and Raphael-Cruz Estebanos Mercutio Romuli. Tuck is played by Dan from the House of Bob podcast, who is making his first appearance on Tales from the Glass-Guarded World. And Raphael-Cruz is played by returning guest Shaun, also from the House of Bob podcast. He's also done some art for us, which you can find on our Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram feeds, as well as our website, tftggw.com. We also have the usual crew. Ashley as Terra Dane, the human fighter. Chris as Asta Fortuna, the half-elf rogue and bard. Jessica as Coral Petrichor, the Genasi druid. And Josh as Zartok, the tiefling wizard. Last time, the adventurers and their new friend climbed down into the basement and made their way past a giant pile of trash and filth, only to discover a monster lurking within. Is it the cow-eating monster that Tuck so greatly fears, and which Raphael-Cruz insists is not worth investigating? Perhaps not. But that doesn't mean it's not dangerous.
There's a thing. There's a thing in the trash. I yell from the...
There's a lot of things in the trash.
No, like a... like an eye.
Yeah, there's an eye. I saw it too. Careful. We're about to get Star Wars up in here.
Whatever does that mean, Esther?
I don't know. I make up words on the fly.
Are you continuing over to the door?
I'll look into the trash pile to see if I see what they're talking about.
Okay, make a perception check.
4.
4. No, you don't see anything.
Looks like trash to me. I'm gonna walk to the door.
So you walk over to the door. Make a perception check on the door as you start looking around more carefully.
15.
Now that you're close and you're looking at the door carefully, you can see that this door has been battered for so long that it looks like it's been knocked loose or out of place, and you can actually see cracks of light shining through from behind it. You think you might be able to remove this door, unlike the one upstairs.
I take out my handy-dandy crowbar.
You get out your crowbar. All right. You get out your crowbar, and I'm going to have everyone roll for initiative.
Oh,
God.
Zartok, what'd you get?
18.
And Tara, what'd you get?
7.
What did Tuck get?
11.
And Raphael, Cruz,
16.
and Aster.
7 also.
All right, I think your dex bonus is probably higher than Tara's, so I'm going to put you at an 8. And Lumpin.
How do you walk on different initiatives? How does this work?
You're about to find out.
We each get half of the speed.
And Coral, what'd you get?
a whopping 3.
A 3. Well, she's way up there. She's not able to respond quickly. Did I forget anyone? I got Zartok, Tara, Tuck, Raphael, Aster, Lumpin, Coral.
Lumpin? Oh, you did.
Yep. And creatures. Ooh. Zartok, what's your dexterity bonus?
It's 1.
1. Okay, that's better than theirs. So that is...
Great. I know there's more than one. Unless it's like...
I could be using they in a, you know, just sort
unless
of...
it's like Tuck and Raphael.
Gender-neutral form. So the first person to go is Zartok. Zartok, as everyone's sort of gathered by the door, and Tara gets out her crowbar and begins to work at the hinges. The pile of filth behind you suddenly surges forward, and a huge creature with tentacled arms and a giant maw bursts out of it and swings at you with these tentacles. And I guess I'll show you a picture because I can.
Do it.
I don't have it ready, but I will in just a moment.
I fought a lot of big monsters and stuff. I'm not really scared of these anymore. As long as Tara's in front of me.
Pretty sure I almost got a TPK on my group when I was DMing with this monster.
Oh, really?
I mean, I generously did not TPK them, but it was a much smaller group, lower leveled.
Well, here's a really poor quality picture of it, but there it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
No.
Everyone knows what that is?
I don't know what that
Okay.
is.
I have no idea.
In or
I
out of
forgot the
character.
name of it. But it's a classic.
Otaku?
That is a classic D&D monster. It is called an Otyugh.
That's it.
In fact, you've seen one before, although it was an illusion, if you'll remember.
The Phantasm box.
Yeah. So you've seen a couple of them before, although those were illusions, and this one looks just like those, but it's probably real. Or is it?
Can I make a nature check to see if I know what it is?
Sure.
All right, I don't know what it is.
But it's definitely looking to eat you.
Looking great.
You'd guess that there are actually two of them.
Can I see two of them, or do I just guess?
It's hard to tell because of the pile of filth and the mess of tentacles, but you see two big maws coming at you, two big toothy mouths.
Okay, this is fun. So, forget my own advice. We're going to fireball it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably a good start.
Yeah.
All right, they get to make a saving throw. What's the DC?
14.
Their dex is not good. They fail. Well, the first one fails. Second one fails.
It's only 19 damage.
All
That's
right.
my lowest fireball roll yet.
Well, it singes both of them and sends an awful stink through the room. It smells terrible. And the two creatures make horrible wailing noises as you burn filth off of them. And they keep coming. They surge forward. One of them's going to go for Tara, and one of them's going to go for Tuck. One of them's going for Tuck.
Half of us, yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess Tuck / Raphael.
All right.
There's a big yummy meal standing there. Lots of meat ready to eat. One of them attacks Tara.
I want to open a store with that name. Like a fast food all meat chain.
Lots of meats.
Lots of meat ready to eat.
All right, we have a 22 on a bite attack on Tara.
Just makes it.
Just makes it. Okay. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. 19.
Oh, you saved. All right, so you are not...
I'm so disappointed.
Yep. Oh, well. You still take damage, though. Oh, man. Only 8 points of damage. So it chomps on Tara and shakes her leg around a bit, but Tara does not contract any disgusting diseases.
Sounds good.
And then it makes a tentacle attack on you as well.
Boo.
One of these big tentacle arms with barbs on it swings around at you. 15.
Miss.
A miss. And that's all that happens. Oh, does it get a tentacle slam? Does it get a tentacle and a tentacle slam?
No, definitely not.
Oh, okay, one with its bite, two with its tentacles. All right, so what's the difference between a tentacle attack and a tentacle slam attack?
Does it grab?
Isn't slam where it's holding to?
Oh,
and-
no, so first it slams, then it can grapple. I see.
Okay.
All right. So it has to grapple you before it can make the slam attack, and it has not succeeded. Then never mind. And the other one attacks Tuck / Raphael, and the first attack with the bite is an 11 to hit.
Oh, you missed.
Missed. All right.
Surprisingly.
It does not succeed in biting you. You bat it away with your shovel. And the second attack with the tentacle is a 9
Miss.
and a 12. No, it misses you.
12 hits.
A 12 hits?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. So it hits you once with a tentacle. All right. So with the tentacle, let's do the damage first. So this barbed tentacle slams into you. And that is 5 points of damage. Bludgeoning damage. And then you also take a bit of piercing damage from the barbs, and that's 1 point of piercing damage.
Got it.
However, it tries to grapple you, and you are too big. It just slams this tentacle into you, and it grabs onto you for a moment, but it can't actually move you around. It's like it's trying to pick you up and move you around with this tentacle, but you're so big it just detaches.
Good.
And that is the Otyugh's turn. Raphael, it is your turn.
See, Tuck, I told you there was a monster down here. You didn't believe me, but look, there's even two of them. They probably ate all your cows. And he'll lift his lamplighter and slam it down on top of the Otyugh's head. I got a 17 to hit.
That is a hit. You slam this creature on what you think is probably a head.
And he's going to be taking 14 points of piercing damage and
Ouch.
6 points of fire.
Ouch. All right. That hurt. This creature has been singed twice and battered once. And it's looking, it's already looking pretty beat up. You've already done a decent chunk of damage to it. Tuck, it is your turn.
All right. Tuck will use his shovel. And while he's swinging it, he's going to mention, "But Raphael, I don't know how the cows go down here." 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
All right.
That's great.
And, 20 points of slashing damage.
All right.
Whoa.
20 points of slashing damage. Ouch. You hitting the same one your brother hit?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, guys,
Yeah, that's
they're
a-
weak to shovels.
It says right here on the sheet.
What is it, an
Vulnerability
adamantine shovel?
Yeah, so you slam the shovel down on top of his head right after your brother slammed it with his lamplighter, and the creature's head, you hear a loud crack, and it makes kind of a whimpering noise. Lumpin gets to go. Lumpin casts Mage Armor. He's just sort of cowering on Aster's shoulder. He says, "I'm very vulnerable." He casts Mage Armor, and that's all he does. That's all it does.
You should have done that earlier, mate. What's up with
Yeah,
that?
that's true. Aster, it's your turn.
I'll say quickly, don't worry, buddy. I'll try to keep my distance. And I'll take 2 steps back and pull out the whistling rapier.
Okay.
And are they close enough in proximity
You,
that I
you
can
could
get
shatter if that's what you're looking to do.
Mm-hmm. Can I shatter both of them?
Yes. Saving throw.
Constitution 15.
1 success and 1 failure.
Okay.
I bet Lumpin can cast like 1 9th level spell or something.
Ooh. All right, so it'll be 20 damage to both. One of them will only take 10.
10. All right. Okay. Yeah, the one that Tuck and Raphael hammered, that thing is looking pretty rough. The other one's not as rough. Tara, it's your turn.
Well, I will go ahead and drop the crowbar and take my sword out.
Okay.
And surprisingly, I will
Attack.
try to swing at it with my sword. Yeah.
All right. Let's do something new.
Where's your shovel?
That's an 18.
18 is a hit. Which one are you hitting? The one that's easiest for you to hit, I guess,
The
is
one
the one that
that
tried to
is
hit you.
attacking me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. 7 damage.
7 damage, all right.
And then I have a 17 to hit.
That's also a hit.
10 damage.
All right. So Tara pulls out her hilt of her weapon, which suddenly springs forth a long sword. Right? Long sword?
Yes, of course.
And she jabs it into this creature with making 2 successful slashing attacks. Now they both look pretty beat up. They're both bleeding from several injuries. It looks like this is not what they were expecting. Coral, it is your turn.
I'm going to climb down the ladder enough to be, where I can see.
Yes.
And then I'm going to cast a spell. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire, positioning it behind them. So
Okay.
in the 20-foot cube, I get them, but not my allies.
Got it.
So that's a 15 dex saving throw.
Failed.
They both are outlined in green light, and any attack roll has advantage against them.
So not only are they outlined in green light, now you can see them highlighted against the filth even more clearly. It's pretty gross. And we're back to Zartok.
So I got advantage on range attacks too?
That's right.
That? Nice. All right, we'll try a Scorching Ray, and we'll cast it on the one. We'll cast the first rays on the one attacking Tara.
Okay.
So that's 21
That's a hit.
on the first one. Cool. That's 2 damage.
All right. A
2
little,
damage.
little tiny singe. Did he do something? Or not sure? Not sure if that had any effect. It's hard to tell.
This magic doesn't work in this tower. All right, let's try again. Second ray. That's 15.
That's a hit. Same one or a different one?
Same one. That's 8
Okay.
damage this time.
All right, that's better.
Same one as 21 again.
Oh, a third ray. All right.
And that's 5 damage.
Wow, okay, that's more effective. Yes, so with 3 beams of scorching fire, you've burned this one, and now it's about as rough looking as the one that Tuck and Raphael-Cruz are fighting. It's also bleeding. They look like they might be interested in retreating at this point, back into their pile of filth. They look kind of nervous. And I'm going to have them decide. Let's see. The one that Tuck and Raphael-Cruz bashed on the head is retreating into the filth. Although you can still sort of see it because it's outlined. The other one is going to continue fighting, and it's going to try to attack Tara. So first with the bite. 21?
I have 21 AC, so...
Oh, all right. So it got you. So that's better. 15 points of damage as the creature chomps down hard on Tara and starts shaking her around. And then, now that it's got her in its mouth, it swings around its tentacles. 12 and a 17.
Nope.
But she's able to get out of the way, bats one aside, and moves away from the other. Raphael, what are you going to do?
Wait, did I need to take a con check?
Oh, yes, you do have to make... Thank you. You have to make a Constitution saving throw.
That's what I was going to remind you of, I think.
Yes.
Oh, it was a 20.
A 20. Again, you are not made ill or poisoned, so you resist. Monster has all these cool abilities, and I'm not getting to use them. Oh, well. Raphael, what are you going to do?
There's just one left, right?
There's just one left. The other one is retreated into the pile of filth.
Can I chase after the one that retreated?
Sure.
Can I move far enough? I have 20 feet of movement because
Yes,
Tuck
you
is...
can move up to it if you want to.
Tuck's slowing me down here. I move up to it and I attack it with my lamp lighter.
Wait, so that Ettin can move 40 feet per turn, per round?
Well, half of it can move 20 feet. The other half can move 20 feet.
That's still terrifying.
Yeah, we're quite quick if we focus. 12 to hit.
That is a miss.
Was that with advantage?
Oh, yeah, did you roll with advantage?
Oh, I forgot. Oh, nope, it's a 12.
Okay. Yeah, I'm afraid the creature, even though it's outlined, is hiding in the filth, and it's a little bit harder to see, and you miss it. You just end up getting filth all over your lamplighter.
Oh, great. Tuck, you're going to have
Tuck,
to clean
your
this.
turn.
It's Tuck's fault.
All right. So,
Your brother has pulled you into the filth.
You should pass that magic shovel back and forth.
we really should. All right, Tuck will take a swing at him. That is a 14 to hit.
That is just a hit.
Woo!
You reap what you sow.
19 damage.
Oof. Yeah, so this creature is not dead, but if you continue at this rate, it's not going to be around for more than another round. Lumpin will, he's a little worried about Tara now that she's been bitten twice. He's going to fire off a firebolt. And, he hit. And it does a little bit of damage. Don't worry, Tara, I'm sure you'll be okay. Just take a bath afterward. And Aster, it's your turn.
Darn it, I thought he was going to kill it.
No.
That would have been cool. Okay, so
Where's Paxton when you need him?
He'd be right at home here.
I'm going to go, I'm sorry, Lumpin, don't worry. It looks like we got him on the ropes, and I'll run towards it.
Okay. Oh, which
And
one?
try
The
to
one that
stab
Tara's fighting?
Oh, there's still 2 of them alive?
Well, there's one that's retreated into the filth, and it's being attacked by the ettin. And then there's one that's trying to eat Tara still, and it's relatively close to you.
Okay, I'll stab the one that's with Tara.
Okay.
How tall is this filth pile? Is it like 4 feet tall? So it's like
10 feet.
Oh, gross. So the Ettin is
It's
like
a 10-foot pile of filth.
So his
Yes.
heads are sticking up out of it.
I'm going to use... I'm wondering if I should use a blade flourish.
I just see like an outline of the Ettin's body, like into the gross pile of it.
Yeah, we're going to need a new uniform.
I'm going to use a mobile flourish with a bardic inspiration die. If it hits, he will be pushed 5 feet away from me. Actually, I'm going to save that one. I'm going to save it. Never mind. Because I still want to slash it if it doesn't die. 23 to hit.
23 is a hit.
11 damage.
11 damage. All right. So you strike the one that was attacking Tara for 11 damage, and now it is also looking like it won't be around much longer if it doesn't find a safe place to get to.
Okay, I'll hit it again.
You want to hit it again with your bonus attack? Okay, great.
No, I have 2 attacks.
Right. Well, you're fighting with 2 weapons, right?
Yes, but I also have 2 attacks per turn.
Okay.
With the Whistling Rapier again, 22 to hit.
They're easy to hit, so yep, that's a hit.
And that's 12 damage.
12. All right. Anything else?
It's still alive?
It's still alive.
I'm going to stab it with the short sword of warning.
Okay.
And let's see if I hit it. This one I do not hit it with. It's only a 12.
12. Okay. Yeah, that does not hit.
Was
so the
that
creature
with advantage?
Oh, yeah. Did you roll with advantage?
No, I did not. Okay, that might be a hit. 15?
15 is a hit. Thank you, Coral.
That would be 8 damage.
8 damage. Oof. It is still up, but it is down to a tiny percentage of its original hit point total.
Don't worry, Lumpin. I'm sure it will die soon.
Tara, it's your turn. Aster has just come up and carved a bunch of pieces off of this creature attacking you, and it looks like it's trying to retreat now. What do you want to do?
Oh, yeah. Seeing Aster move like that, Tara goes like, wow, appreciatively. And then she tries to do the same. But, only twice.
Okay.
Just make sure to run in the path that the Ettin just made.
I have an 18 and a 21.
Those are both hits.
And then 8 damage and 12 damage.
Oof. All right. So Tara slices off one of the creature's tentacles and then drives her sword into what must be the creature's head, and it collapses in the ground and stops moving. Coral, it's your turn.
Is the last one within 30 feet of me?
Yeah, it's within 30 feet, just.
Okay. She raises her hand, a thorn whip appears in her hand, and she strikes out at it.
Okay.
That's pretty neat.
That is 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
And only 4 damage.
All right. Doesn't that move it as well?
If it's large or smaller, it moves 10 feet toward me.
Okay, so Tuck and Raphael, the Otiog that you're fighting, a weird black whip shoots out of the air from the ladder area and smashes into it, doing 4 points of damage, you said?
Yes.
And then the creature is suddenly jerked 10 feet away from you, further into the filth.
Ew.
Oops, my bad.
I was hitting that.
Y'all, we can take care of this one. Just don't do that.
Triggering opportunity attacks.
It doesn't trigger an opportunity attack. It turns out in 5e, forced movement doesn't trigger an opportunity attack.
It should.
Zartok, it's your turn.
I feel like they got this under control, so I'll just use a cantrip Frostbite. It just makes a DC 14 Constitution save that it should probably make.
It made it.
Okay. It's a little cold.
It's a little cool. Whew, it shivers. The Otiug is just going to do a full disengage. It moves out of the range of the Ettin and moves 30 feet to the west, out of the filth and toward the wall to the west. Raphael, what do you want to do?
I glower at it meanly.
Okay, that's it.
Seems quite afraid of us, doesn't it, Tuck?
Yeah, we're just standing in this filth, though. Maybe you could move.
Oh, right, yes. Apologies. Raphael feels some empathy for this strange creature, aside from it being a perfect scapegoat, and he's going to walk over to Tara.
Okay, so you walk back toward the stone cylinder in the middle of the room. The creature, you can see it outlined with fairy fire. It sort of moves north toward the cages, away from your current position. It looks like it's not interested in fighting anymore.
Excellent.
Anyone want to do anything else?
I climb back up the ladder.
All right.
I turn to Tuck and Raphael. Well, if this thing, weren't you just talking about it maybe eating your cows? Maybe it will come after you in the future. Maybe it should be taken care of now, or no? You want to let it live? All life is precious and all that.
Well, depends if I've eaten any meat berries, but I'm cool that it seems to just be rolling around in our filth. I mean, that's fine.
Live and let live, Aster.
All right.
Hey, Aster, could you, do me a favor? She's like, splattered and unmentionable things, and she's, just motioning to.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry, I got you. And I will try to clean you off.
I don't think this spell works unless you say it right. You got it.
Prestidigitation.
Is that,
Yeah?
Did you just cast it at third level?
Yeah.
Did I do it? Are you proud of me?
It's close enough. We won't torture you and the listeners by forcing you to say it repeatedly until you get it right.
Listeners would be
All right.
disappointed if you got it right.
That's true.
Yeah. So
I didn't take that spell for a reason.
It's prestidigitation. It's not that hard to say, right?
I'm bilingual. See, I can
I'm
blame
just
it
kidding.
on my.
It is a weird
bilingualism.
word.
Just glad there's no spell called like abominable snowman or something.
All right. Well, the creature retreats, and you return your attention to the door. I guess Aster will try to clean everyone up. Actually, Lumpin will do that too. Lumpin can also cast prestidigitation, so he will also work
Show
on
off.
cleaning people up.
Prestidigitation.
Hey!
I did it.
Yeah.
I'm good at mimicking people. I'm like
I'm going to delete that, though, so that no one has to hear you. Tara, you return your attention to the door with your crowbar. You pick it up off the ground. It's covered in filth, so now you have to get cleaned up again. But eventually, you turn to the door with your crowbar. Make a strength check.
Okay. 16.
Oh, yeah. So, with just a bit of effort, it takes a little time. You basically break the hinges off since they've been exposed, and the door falls to the ground with a loud slam and then rattles and bounces, and you can hear the rattles echoing up the chamber behind the door, which contains a stairwell. So you can see there's a stairwell leading upward, a spiral staircase, spiraling up into the ceiling. There's a thick layer of dust on everything here, and the air is stale, but it smells fresh compared to the room you just came from.
I will enter the stairwell.
You enter the stairwell. The stairs lead up past several floors. You're going to have to decide how far up you want to go.
Coral's on her stomach, watching through the hole again, and calls out, "What'd you guys find?"
Stairs.
Upstairs.
Coral will join them.
Once Coral is through, I'm going to try to close the doors behind us if I can. I don't want that thing coming back up.
I don't know that it can fit.
Can I fit? Can we fit?
You can, although it is a very tight squeeze. It is not made for someone your size. Seems kind of, I don't know, unfair. There are all these places where you can't go.
I'm starting to think there's no other Ettins in here.
It's probably true.
Probably.
We're lonely and alone, just the two of us, no one to eat.
You mean mate,
Yes,
right?
I do mean that.
So here's what you can see. First of all, if you get back up to the ground floor, the first floor, you can see that these stairs open outward onto this floor. There's no door or anything blocking your way. And the stairs also continue upward beyond that. This room on the first floor is about 50 feet north to south, 85 feet east to west. The north and south walls are curved or bowed northward, giving the room sort of a strange shape. I'm not sure how to describe that for the sake of listeners. It's kind of like a rectangle where someone pushed two of the sides upward. There are 4 exits, 2 human-sized steel doors to the east and west. And there are also the steel double doors to the north and south. The doors to the south are closed and have a green torch flickering on the wall next to them. They must lead back to Tuck and Raphael's room, down to the south. The doors to the north have a green torch to the left of them and a red torch to the right of them. And then there are 4 enormous columns reaching 20 feet from the tiled stone floor all the way up to the wooden ceiling above you. This must have been a lobby or maybe a room for informal entertainment. There are 4 low tables, each with 4 chairs that were probably comfortable at some point, but the upholstery has rotted and cracked. 2 long tables probably would have held food and drink for guests. There are 2 brown shriveled shrubs flanking the spiral staircase, and everything is covered in a layer of dust and cobwebs are all over the place. Most interestingly, there is a red teleportation septogram in the middle of the floor.
All right. That's what we need.
Aster or Zartok, or both of you, I guess, make an Arcana check.
Okay.
24.
All right, so Zartok, you're pretty sure this is not what you're looking for because it doesn't have the sigil sequence that you need in order to give it to Mun. It looks like some other kind of teleporter. Aster, what'd you get?
I got a 25.
Wow.
I rolled a 19 plus 6.
Aster, you're looking at this teleporter, and this looks really familiar to you. This reminds you of, do you remember when you broke into the home of the fast food magnate?
Yes, I do.
This reminds you of the teleporters in his house that didn't require anything but stepping upon them to activate them.
Oh! Guys, actually, I know what this is, kind of. I mean, I didn't really figure out the particulars that well. Some rich guy used these things. If you step on this circle, it will teleport you somewhere else within this mansion or construct that we're in. It will just teleport us around. At least that's how it worked when I broke into someone's house.
You have a very interesting tale, don't you?
My life is colorful.
Lumpin looks at you. You broke into someone's house?
Well, I mean, kind of, but for equivalent exchange, you see. I was trading, bartering with this fellow without his knowledge.
You broke into someone's house to barter with them.
Yes, without his knowledge.
I'm fairly certain that's still not a good thing.
That's aggressive
We-
bartering.
Are breaking into someone's house like right now.
I thought you said we had his permission. I don't understand.
I thought you said he had permission from... You had his permission as well.
Pretty much, yeah.
What did Moon say to you?
Well, he said, go into my tower and get my sigil sequence so I can get my memory back.
Well, that sounds
Yep,
like
yep.
permission.
Yeah, good enough.
All right.
But these things teleport you. Now, would this be the sequence that
No,
he's looking for?
this isn't it.
to get here?
No, this isn't it.
Yeah. That's what I
All
thought.
right, let's take a peek in these other rooms and then go upstairs.
All right,
Or we can use that teleporter and then throw us around this building.
East or west?
left.
Tara can lead the way.
West?
Tara
Left.
said left.
Yeah, left. I should have known. Yes, left first. Always left first. All right. So you open the door to the left. The steel door opens into a bedroom with 2 double beds, 2 couches, a low table, a dresser, an armoire, and a bathtub.
Oh, Tuck, these beds are significantly larger than our existing beds. We should probably push 2 of these together.
Dibs.
Also dibs on the other one.
Right, you can't double dibs, mates.
What, are you going to sleep in one of the beds?
I hope not.
There you go. Dibs.
I'm gonna look for wizard stuff in here.
Okay. It's obviously a guest bedroom. There are empty dressers. There's
Like a painting of the ocean on the
empty
wall.
chest. Yeah, a painting of the world from a view of the world from way up here on the moonstone. So there's nothing really exciting
Tacky
in here.
space art.
Yeah, space art. That's right.
I stayed at someone's house that was a Coca-Cola room. That was the guest room. It was just like all Coca-Cola stuff.
What?
Very cool.
Sweet.
I like
I, it was, it was all right.
Huh. This is the room where I provide advertising for someone's product while you stay here. Huh.
Like
Interesting.
having Coca-Cola tattooed on your bicep.
This room brought to you by Coke.
All right. The room on the other side, the east room, is a mirror image. It's the same kind of stuff. You do find a couple more of those neat jumpsuit uniforms.
You need to get changed, mate. You, Tuck, Raphael. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
call you T and R.
Well, someone didn't clean us up, so I guess we got to change.
Lumpin will clean you up.
Oh, okay. Then we're good.
But you can change if you want.
Although we haven't had a new uniform in like
Yeah, that's true.
ever.
I'm kind of partial to the stains, actually.
They look
That's
like
a-
meat stains to me.
They do. They're like a heritage item, really. The more stained it becomes, it's like a tapestry of history.
It has like a
This one-
patina.
A patina, yeah.
Patina, yes, this one is from when I scraped my knees, a lad. And this one is from that bovine encounter I had one night.
Tuck doesn't know what that word means, so
So, where to now?
Definitely the stairs.
Okay.
I want.
Okay, no teleporting
I
today
want to
then.
go to the north door.
Okay, go to the north door. It's very much like the door that you couldn't open to get into this room from Tuck and Raphael's room, except it has a red torch and a green torch.
Is it open? Can
It's
I
closed.
open it?
It's closed, and it's just as difficult to open as the one to the south that you couldn't get open before.
Can I? Does the red torch remove?
No, they're both fixed in place. They're basically the same, except the light color's different. So these torches seem fixed. They seem stuck there.
It's like go and
They must have
stop.
some function, but you're not sure what it is.
Let's go up the stairs, Mike.
I will say they were going to be blue and red, except that Dungeon Painter Studio doesn't have blue torches, so I had to do green and red. So please don't infer that they mean stop or go. Those are just the colors I had to work with.
So reimagine your entire perception of this dungeon as if blue were an important color. I am noticing that this giant room with all of these desks and chairs and rotted upholstery is the only room without a rug in it. Seems barren, really.
But would a teleporter circles where the rug would go?
Yeah, maybe they cover it up sometimes. Who knows?
Maybe they covered up other circles.
You're creeping me out.
So you're going up the stairs, Tara?
Yes.
So
I'll follow.
you go up the stairs, and you reach another floor, but there's a door on it with a green light, and you can't open it. And then you continue going up. You find another door with a red light, another door with a green light, and another door with a green light.
This is as we just keep going higher and higher in the tower.
Yeah, higher and higher. That's right.
And at this point, are we at the top?
You don't know if it goes higher after that, but that last floor, the 5th floor, is as high as you're able to go in the stairs.
Well, sounds like we're gonna teleport somewhere random.
Have you tried knocking?
Tara pauses and then knocks on the door.
Which one?
The one that she's at, just the top one.
The top one. All right, you knock on the door. It has a hollow metallic ringing sound. You listen.
And then from behind you, Raphael-Cruz says, "Hello? Who's there?"
That was me.
You don't hear anything other than Raphael-Cruz talking back to you.
Oh, that was you. Oh, I thought someone was on the other side.
It appears not. Or they're very rude.
Could be both.
Tara shrugs. Hold on, wait. Not really. Yeah, okay. Tara doesn't want to, pry open doors all day. So even though her general approach to puzzles is break it, she's ready to go for the teleporter.
Okay.
And don't worry, there's no pain. Just a swift switcheroo.
I wasn't worried about that, but thanks for clarifying.
Nobody thought about pain until you said something, Astrid.
Yeah.
I was postulating if when you step on a teleporter, your body's totally disassembled and destroyed, only to be cloned in another location.
Oh, thanks. That makes me feel great. Maybe I can
It's very
have Tuck
possible.
on my shoulder instead of you.
Are you even you? Am I even I?
Maybe new me will like you better.
Oh my god, you need to talk to Aster. You guys would get along.
I am. He's right here.
I love these questions. I think it's possible that we are all cloned every time we step on a transporter of some sort.
Well, I think that your soul must be left over and must be ripped apart from your body and then
Tara is
shunted to the
running
next
to the
location.
teleporter.
All right, Tara runs and jumps into the teleporter.
She's dead, but her soul's still alive, you see? And then, the soul is quickly trying to get to wherever she just went.
But what happens to all the meat
That's
when it gets
not a bad
prestidigitated?
That's the real question.
Oh, you say that so eloquently.
Yeah, I'm worried about this.
We'll save this for another time. And then I'll also jump through the portal.
Let's see what happens if half of you steps on it and the other half is not on it. Try that.
We're really far more connected than that, Zartok.
That is such a good question. Would the teleporter just teleport half of a body? Probably not.
Yeah, what if I don't want to go?
You have a fight with yourself.
What if you just put your left foot in? Put your left
You got-
foot out?
Two souls chasing a cloned
Does
body.
it matter if you shake it all about?
Maybe.
You reappear, Tara, in another room. The scene shifts, and you're suddenly standing on another red teleporter. There's a steel door to the east with a torch-casting red light. There's a pile of crates stacked up in the north corner of the room. And is anyone else going, or just Tara?
I went after
Aster
her.
ran in there.
Okay.
I'll go.
So everyone except for Tuck and Raphael-Cruz runs through there, I
Well,
guess.
I think we would go.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're going as well. So you run through the teleporter, and you appear in another room, and
Unauthorized red teleporter use detected.
Ooh. Heard that.
Did you win something?
I don't think so.
Maybe that was the dinner bill.
Nope, that's not what it was.
that's what happens. And you all appear in this room.
Okay, we really need to stop just running around and figure out this red-green thing.
I mean,
I feel like the green light would be a blue light if it could choose.
Wow. It's really
How does that help?
interesting, Zartok.
turn it blue. Turn it, just do that with magic.
Well, before I could get off of the teleporter and go back onto it, and it would teleport me
Do
again.
you want to try that?
Well, I don't know.
Sounds dangerous.
It sounds like Coral wants to figure out
I mean,
the red light.
we're stuck in a room, so either we got to figure out the light or we got to go back on the teleport, one way or the other.
Can I do an intelligence check? Because real life Christopher is not that smart.
What are you trying to figure out?
I'm trying to see if I can figure out this pattern of red and green. Is there some kind of...
We were holding
if
keys
it's not
when
verbal.
it was Gaston and Aster.
It's true. You did have some keys.
So you'd hold it.
No, I mean the door, the light on the door.
Well,
Oh, okay.
you can make an intelligence check if you like. I can't promise I'll tell you much, but you can try.
Okay. No, you don't have to tell me anything. I rolled a 9.
All right. So what do you guys want to do? You're standing in this room. There's a pile of crates.
I want to try two things.
Okay.
I want to try to snuff it with Druidcraft.
Okay. It sort of wavers,
But stays lit.
but stays lit.
That's what I figured.
It's a magical flame.
I want to use Produce Flame to create a flame in my hand and try to put it on the torch.
Okay. You do that. It doesn't seem to have anything for the flame to consume as fuel, so it just sits there in your hand but doesn't do anything else.
Okay.
Was there anything in these crates over here? And Raphael-Cruz will start.
Look, Raffy, presents.
Will start just kind of like shoving through stuff.
All right, you start moving the crates aside. The crates, some of them are labeled, some of them are not. They contain, if you start opening them, or you're just moving them around?
Yeah, I'm breaking stuff in.
All right, so you start breaking them open. They're filled with reams of cloth and stacks of blank parchment. But you also find behind them another crate. You see that there is a small cube about 1 foot in each dimension, made of a strange white metal, and it has a simple lid, and a red glow is leaking from beneath the lid.
Yips.
Pick it up.
Hey.
All right, you pick it up, and as soon as you pick it up, a voice says,
"This box can only be opened by Mun or his creations."
Did we all hear that?
yeah, everyone could hear that. It's loud enough.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Lumpin, you want to open that box?
I don't know.
You're one of Mun's creations.
Do you think it's safe?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good question.
I mean, why would
I'm
Mun
sure
make
Mun
a box
wouldn't-
that
yeah.
only he could open and it not be safe?
All right. Lumpin walks over.
What's in the box?
He pushes up the lid, and it just pops right open. And you can see inside a single metal key emanating a bright red glow.
What do you think it means?
Maybe it can open this door.
Can I take the key?
Nah.
Red is a universal color of danger. That's why you don't eat apples.
What about this?
You do
What?
eat apples.
I will mage hand the key.
You mage hand the key.
Does my hand,
Okay.
does the magic hand dissipate?
You can grab the key.
Okay, I move it towards the red light.
Okay. As it approaches the red light,
What happens?
the door swings open.
Nice.
Would have been
Oh, snap.
nice if your friend had told you about that.
I don't think he remembered. I don't think he remembered anything about how this place worked.
That's weird. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lost his memories.
Oh,
So, what's that about apples again?
Yeah, they're red. Which is danger.
Oh,
Like blood.
What
Oh,
about
yeah.
green apples?
Oh, those ones are good ones.
I never thought about it that way.
Because it's nonsense, Master.
Well, I like to understand and ponder other people's points of view.
It's not all
No, it
wisdom.
could be some kind of religious thing.
Red apples are deadly poisonous for ettins.
But I've been
Really?
eating them all the time.
Well, I don't.
It must be a cultural thing.
This is the room you've entered. Now that this door has opened, you see some sort of, looks like a lobby area. The stairwell is in the north middle of the floor with a red torch on the door. Across from that red teleporter room that you just came from is another door with a red torch on it. The north and south ends of the floor each have a room, and each has a torch, but the torches are glowing with purple light.
All right, let's start running through every red room.
Yeah.
Which
I'm
door
down.
then? Straight ahead or to the stairwell?
Straight ahead.
Straight
ahead. All right, so you start going straight ahead, running recklessly, you said?
Fast as we can go.
No one said that.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
I just sprint.
Because he said red means danger.
Well, it's Mage Hand opening doors.
So that door opens as you move the key near it. It swings open, and you find another room with a teleporter. The door slides open with a slight hiss, revealing another teleporter room. The teleporter is green.
A green teleport.
There's nothing else in the room aside from the wooden floor and ceiling and stone walls.
Right, Tuck, as discussed, green means good. Just like those apples you like.
All right.
Aren't the red
And
ones.
Yep,
Tuck
and-
hurls himself onto the teleporter.
All right, Tuck.
You said it's good. Green is good.
Tuck
Tara
hurls
shrugs
himself
and follows.
onto the teleporter.
Roll initiative.
I feel like it's going to take us to the green key. So I
Fingers
think,
crossed.
I think we're going to get yelled at again.
That too.
You step into the green teleporter, or at least Tuck does, Tuck and Raphael, and suddenly you are at the southern end of another room. This looks like a storage room. It takes up the entire floor and it's about 65 feet in diameter. Toward the north end of the room is the stairwell. A door with a green torch blocks the stairwell. There are other items of interest in the room, several crates and sacks of foodstuffs, a wooden bed frame, a four-wheeled cart, tools, and a bed with an open book on the floor next to it.
A book.
There's also a metal crate with a green glow escaping from the lid.
I want to walk over and see what the book is.
Oh, and of course, I forgot to mention, you also hear...
Unauthorized red teleporter use detected.
that's got to be something bad.
Yep.
I love the
It's only a
ding.
matter of time.
Why is there a ding?
So Tuck has disappeared, and now he's somewhere. Tuck and Raphael have disappeared, and now they're somewhere else. What is everyone else doing?
Dare
I
followed.
assumed we all followed. Yeah.
All right, everyone follows.
Do all of us hear that sound? Do all of us hear the warning sound?
Yeah, you hear it throughout the building.
Okay. All right, yeah, we go through.
So you see the same room. There's a little bed up by the north wall. There's a book on the ground next to it.
Tara goes to get the green crate.
Look, Tuck, there's a new shovel in this cart.
With shaking hands, Tuck leans down to pick it up.
It's nice. It's a nice shovel. It hasn't gone through so much use that it has needed lots of repairs and reinforcing like your shovel has. There's also an axe.
I
Or
don't
a hatchet.
Yeah, Tuck doesn't even know what that does. So
There's some supplies stashed around the room. What do you want
Tara
to look
asks
at?
Lumpin to open the green crate.
Oh, okay. Lumpin walks over to the green crate, and he opens it. It simply opens. It doesn't give him the warning like it did when someone else touched the other one. It just opens, and there's a green key inside.
Tara takes the green key.
Tara takes the green key.
I want to go check out the book.
The book on the ground is a book about gardening.
Hey, Tuck, I think I might have something you'd like to read. It seems like it'd be right up your alley.
Cool. I don't read.
Oh. You mind if I take it then? I think it's right up my alley, too.
He's so excited about that.
I'll look at it. Is it a romance novel?
It
a
is
gardening
not.
romance novel? That's interesting.
Unless you have a very
mean-
broad definition of romance. It is not a romance novel.
I do.
All right.
In that case, Tuck, I'm just gonna take
Are there
it.
any pictures?
I flip through. Are there any pictures?
There are some pictures. Yeah, there's some drawings.
Yeah, here's some.
Oh, cool.
I show.
Neat. Pictures.
Tuck, you know, you're really not supposed
What's
to learn
in
to
the-
read.
I'm not
Okay,
learning.
just
good.
pictures.
Never mind then. Proceed.
You want to look at the pictures?
What kind of food is in the crates?
The supplies are a sack of flour, a sack of grain, 2 sacks of coal. One of them's open. 3 bags of salt, 3 bags of dried fruit, a crate containing jars of paint, a crate containing button-sized pieces of copper, a crate containing sheets of leather, a crate full of yarn, a crate full of candles, a crate of jars of dye, a crate of multicolored chalk, 3 barrels of lamp oil, and then there's this wagon in here. The wagon's kind of strange. Seems kind of weird that it's up here. Oh, and there's a ladder going up, but the ladder goes up to a trapdoor that appears to be closed.
My goodness, Raffy. I wouldn't even have to do next year's harvest with all this food.
Yeah, but unless that monster eats it, you better watch out.
That's true.
Yep, so just keep working on that harvest stuff while I'm sleeping. Just to be
Okay,
safe.
Raffy. You keep doing whatever you do.
I'll make sure nothing crashes into the moon tower.
Good job.
Thanks.
What do you want to do? You're on what you think is right near the top of the tower. This must be very much near the top.
I want to try the trapdoor.
Okay, the trapdoor, as you walk up to it, who's got the green key?
I do.
Okay.
I think Tara has both keys.
Tara has both keys. You walk up to
I don't.
it.
Aster has
Oh,
the
you
other.
don't.
With
I have
the
the
main
other
key.
Aster
one.
has the
I have
red
the
key.
one that
All right,
went-
so Tara has the green
Okay.
key. Tara, you walk up, you climb up the ladder toward the trapdoor, and you push it open, and it opens. And you are, in fact, up in the lighthouse on the top of the building.
Oh,
You can see the bright light from the lamp shining down the ladder.
so you're saying we could have gotten here by lighting the lighthouse?
I am not saying that.
I did encourage one of you to try it out, but nobody wanted to do it.
Yeah, you didn't ask if there was a trapdoor up top.
It's very small.
The trapdoor, Raphael and Tuck know, has not been accessible. You've never been able to get it open, but she just opened it pretty easily.
All right. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and close it and climb down.
Can you leave that open for us?
It's like after you finish the dungeon in Skyrim, you always have the, you open
easy
the door
exit.
at the end. That's all this is.
All right. I'm ready to go to the stairwell.
Okay, you go to the stairwell. The door swings open as you approach it.
And I go down the stairs. Normally Tara would pillage the place, but since it's Mun's tower, she doesn't want to rob Mun.
So you're going down to the floor below?
Yeah.
Okay, you exit the floor below. You're now on the 4th floor. And the door again swings open for you. And the stairs continue below that as well, of course, down to the 3rd level. But you stop at the 4th level. The door slides about 90% of the way open. And then it freezes, and it makes a grinding noise, and then stops. So it's most of the way open now.
I push through.
The room beyond is clearly a laboratory, or laboratory. You can see alchemical ingredients and tools on the tables, a small wheelbarrow, a bronze brazier, several chairs, a water basin, and a long metal trough. There are also several strange metal crates and barrels along the western wall. They are not labeled.
What's that along the northern wall?
That looks like some sort of stone box, almost like a sarcophagus or something.
Ooh, Tara wants to open that.
Okay. You walk up and open that. It is an empty stone box. It's not empty. It has glass containers in it, but the glass containers are all empty. It's like a bunch of glassware.
Not so exciting.
What did you say was in the middle? That golden?
That is a burning brazier. It's like a fire-producing thing.
Any written notes or books in here?
Yeah, there is a book on the table up to the north. It looks like it is a spell book that is ready to contain spells, but has not had anything written in it yet. And scattered around it are some supplies that could be used for inscribing spells in a spell book. So quills, special ink, parchment.
Wizard starting kit.
Yeah.
Tara's ready to leave, but, if anyone else wants to check something out.
There's also those crates over by the western wall. There's a little tiny wheelbarrow.
Let's open some crates.
Okay.
As long as it's not just food. I assume spell components in these.
Yeah, well, one of them you open, and it contains some kind of black powdery substance. You're not sure what it is. There are 2 barrels. There's 2 round barrels to the west. They contain some kind of black powdery substance. You're not sure what it's for. There's another crate, the orangish-looking crate. There's one that looks like an orangish metallic crate. That appears to be locked.
Back away, y'all.
And I take out my... Well, I'm just holding my shovel at all times, so...
All right.
I'm going to take a swing at the lock.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Can I actually miss?
Guess you could.
You do have to do damage.
It could bounce off of it. I mean, if you just want to take time, you could just bash at it.
I got a 22 to hit it, but...
Okay, so you hit the lock. Roll damage. What I'm trying to see is how good a job do you do bashing just the lock and not damaging whatever might be inside?
The 47 bottles of alchemist fire inside it.
And I'm hitting it with a blunt object. Yeah. 19 damage.
Okay, so you hear a loud clang, and you think you've broken the lock on whatever this thing is, whatever is keeping this thing shut. You think you've broken it.
All right.
You want to try to pry it open?
No, I just step back and I let the heroes do their work.
Oh, okay.
I could have unlocked it, but this works too.
Who's stepping up to the crate?
I'm going to mage hand it.
All right,
open.
it won't open. It seems to now be sort of jammed.
Oops.
Okay, Tara tries.
She gets out her crowbar. All right, make a strength check with your crowbar.
15.
15. You think you're partway there? Maybe somebody can give you a hand?
Yeah,
I'll try to help.
Tuck.
Oh, yeah, I'll let Coral.
Am I giving advantage or also
sure.
rolling?
Roll with advantage
Yes.
again. Again, the question is, can you do a good enough job not to damage whatever is inside?
18.
All right. So with a bit more effort, I'm going to assume you're trying to be somewhat careful. You are able to open it. You didn't roll anything super low. And eventually, the lid pops open, and inside is a gleaming crown.
Tara takes that.
I see where this is going.
It's a gleaming crown, and the gems are inset in it. They seem to emanate light. They look like little stars. I don't know if you could understand it or not, but it said...
I could hear it, yeah. Okay. Unauthorized green teleporter detected.
Oh, did I
Is
say
that what
green?
it said?
Oh, I'm sorry. It was supposed to say red.
Green.
Oh, yeah, red. Did it say green?
It
I
did.
got my files mixed up. Oh, no. Hold on. Let's see if the one that says green says red. Did I get them backwards?
Do it again.
Hold on. I got them backwards.
Awesome.
Great.
Its defenses are colorblind. We're in trouble.
No, I'm just stupid.
Apple seeds have trace levels of arsenic, so...
Oh, yeah.
See, even this red guy knows he's danger incarnate. He knows that you're not supposed to eat them.
I think we're going to get yelled at again.
That too.
It may not know the right color to yell at us, though.
Could get confused. It's been there for a while.
Just giving Mike a hard time. Sorry, Mike. We love you, Mike.
I'm stupid.
I will use this brief intermission to talk about Adventure EXE's Monster Inside Me regarding outstanding literature.
Oh, do you have to?
No, I don't.
Okay. I'm not sure it's appropriate for this podcast.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Adult listeners only.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Very adult listeners.
Yeah. It's funny, though.
It's very funny.
It's very funny. It's more than I wanted to know, though.